My lords, I thank all noble lords that have taken part in the debate, and it's been quite interesting for me as well. I'd like to reassure the noble Baroness Lady Young of Old Scone that I am absolutely thrilled to be left holding the baby. It's a beautiful baby, and I'm very honoured. The contribution from the noble Lord Hazelhurst, I found actually appalling. And I was quite staggered when he was saying things like we mustn't be held prisoners of the past and things like that. And images came to mind of students pulling down statues of slave owners and things like that. And I wondered if he supported that as well. That's absolutely fantastic if he does. And his comments about the railway must be straight. Well, it does if it's going at 250 miles an hour, which is the planned speed for this railway. Of course, at first it won't do that. It'll be 225 or something, but it's still exponentially far less environmentally friendly at that sort of speed. And yes, you do have to have a straight railway line because it can't go around corners, which means that actually it goes through a lot of extremely valuable land. And he and the noble Lord Bradshaw talked about replacement trees. Now, I do congratulate them for wanting replacement trees. I think that's really good. But there's also the fact that in the summer drought of 2018, tens of thousands of trees died that HS2 Limited had planted because they said it was cheaper to replace them than it was to water them. Now that means that 89,000 trees died and then were replaced by, again, small trees. Now what you need when you have a replacement trees is actually large trees. But if you have to keep replacing them, then you just keep getting small trees. And so I would argue that HS2 is entirely reliable in planting its trees. The noble Lord Cormac, as usual, was extremely kind to me, apart from the comment about my short fuse, which is sadly true. And I'm glad that he liked the Amendment 10 as well. I think that is credit from him, and thank you very much. The noble Lord Carrington, congratulations to him. Well done for planting the hardwoods instead of the pines. I'm not sure I liked his description of Amendment 10 being well-intentioned and harmless. I would say I would like to think it was tough and radical. But congratulations to him as well for actually saying my name correctly, which many peers don't. The noble Lady Randerson talks about the rich ecosystems within ancient woods, and that is the whole point, that it's very difficult. It is impossible to replicate that. It's a biosphere that is very precious. And it is not just about preserving the past, it's actually about making sure that our whole environment, it stays healthy. And sometimes we just don't know what the things that the very precious things we have actually do in overall terms until we've lost it. And I'm glad she talked about wetlands and meadows. I think they are, of course, just as important. And had there been amendments on that, I would have supported them fully. Noble Lord Rosser, he congratulated Baroness Young on actually on her work on this, which I think has been incredibly important. And I thank the noble lady, the minister. And it was good that she talked about direct and indirect impacts. I thought that was very valuable. But I'm not quite clear on the lessons, how the lessons learned will be dealt with by the government. I'm not sure if the noble lady is able to let us know. But in the meantime, I beg leave to withdraw Amendment 10.